A veteran star's daughter is making another appearance on the soap. Here's the latest comings and goings casting news at The Bold and the Beautiful. Find out if any popular performers from yesteryear are joining the show this week or in the near future. If any newcomers are boarding the soap in contract, recurring, or day player roles. And if any of your favorite actors or actresses are leaving the CBS drama. Patriarch John McCook's daughter, actress Molly McCook, is back on the soap this week. Molly had a 5-episode arc on the soap as Margot back in 2010. She's set to air on Tuesday, September 30th, in scenes with her father, who portrays Eric Forrester, and others. Molly gave fans a private look at her dad's backstage life at B&B in a special video back in 2023. Jordan Ariza gets prominent screen time as Beth Spencer. On Tuesday, September 30th, she shares scenes with her TV parents, Annika Noel's Hope and Scott Clifton's Liam. The young actress also airs on Wednesday, October 1st and Thursday, October 2nd. Ashley Brewer returns as Ivy Forrester. Here's everything you need to know about Brewer. She interacts with Scott Clifton and Jordan Ariza on Wednesday, October 1st. The Bold and the Beautiful kept us on our toes all week, and several moments caught our attention. A heartbreaking conversation, a dose of reality, and a glowing baby mama stirred up plenty of drama on this week's episodes of the hit CBS soap. Despite what his mom and dad said, Will Crumoro still decided to be honest with Electra, Linnea Grace. It should have been a special night for the couple, but it became a nightmare instead. Unfortunately, the hurt on Electra's face was evident as tears dripped down her face. As the two lovers hashed things out, Electra confirmed they used protection, which squashes the possibility of a double pregnancy. After it was confirmed that Deke Harrison Cohn was Deacon's Sean Kanan's son, it was only a matter of time before the two crossed paths. After some small talk at Il Giardino, Deke dropped a bomb on Deacon. Luna, Lisa Yamada, is alive. Deke beat Sheila, Kimberlyn Brown, to the punch, and she had to come clean about knowing her granddaughter wasn't dead. This throws a complication into their marriage, with Deacon fit to be tied. While Will is tearing Electra's heart apart, Luna torments Bill, Don Diamont, and Katie, Heather Tom, about their grandchild. Bill threatened her with an abortion, and later threatened to kill her himself, but Katie squashed both. She seems to believe they will raise the child, if it is Will's, which it appears to be, and remove Luna from the child's life. Suggesting naming the baby after Will and Bill was enough to set Bill and Katie off, and it is likely only the beginning. Deacon runs from Sheila to Taylor. Deacon isn't standing for the secret Sheila kept about Luna's being alive. He let her have it, bringing up the loss of his dear friends and their impact on him. While she continued to explain herself, Deacon's anger skyrocketed. He walked out on her at Il Giardino and landed in Taylor's office. Is this the beginning of a romance between the two? That would certainly liven things up a bit on B&B. On the Friday, September 26, 2025, episode of The Bold and the Beautiful, Deacon finally demanded the truth from Sheila, which sent him spiraling and into Taylor's office. Brooke, Catherine Kelly Lang, visited Taylor, Rebecca Budig, at her place of work. She wanted to check in on her, since Ridge, Thorsten K. ended their engagement. But it seemed like Brooke was rubbing it in Taylor's face. Brooke assured Taylor that she would find someone new in a heartbeat. Her wish for her arch-nemesis might come true. A new man is literally walking into her life. Could Deacon be Taylor's new love interest on B&B? Meanwhile, Deacon Sean Kanan was reeling at Il Giardino. He was trying to get the truth out of Sheila, Kimberlyn Brown, about Luna, Lisa Yamada. She betrayed him by not telling him that Luna was still alive and causing havoc among the residents of Los Angeles. On top of that, Luna took advantage of Will, Crew Morrow, while he was drunk and got pregnant with his child. Finally, Deacon saw the real side of Sheila, who enabled her granddaughter's devious ways. He could tell that Sheila was happy with Luna's recent actions. Deacon couldn't look at Sheila the same way anymore. He angrily threw a chair and bolted for the exit. Sheila called after him, but it was of no use. He was already gone. Taylor wanted to focus on work and not be reminded of Ridge and Brooke's relationship. Finally, she was alone and ready to work. But then, Deacon stumbled into her office. He told her that he didn't know where else to go. All he knew was that he needed help. Deacon was mentally spiraling after learning Sheila's secret. Sheila knew how Deacon felt about Luna. She killed 2 of his co-workers and best friends, and yet Sheila still coddled her granddaughter. Taylor had no idea that Luna was still alive. She assumed that she had died from a gunshot wound. She was about to get an earful. However, Taylor understands what Deacon is experiencing. Luna has taunted her daughter, Steffi, Jacqueline McInnes Wood, and her family for a while now. Will their shared pain bring them together? Also, did Deke plan to secretly break up Sheila and Deacon? We already know that he has no remorse or empathy for cold-blooded killers like Luna. The Bold and the Beautiful fans were teased when Bridget appeared recently in Liam's crazy dying not dying storyline. But she didn't do a whole heck of a lot in that, and the viewers have been clamoring for more. However, fans should rejoice because Bridget's returning in October. Jones herself teased some intriguing possibilities in a new interview. Jones recently spoke with Soap Opera Network in a video interview to discuss her upcoming projects, including her new Lifetime film, The Girl Who Survived, the Alina Thompson story. When the conversation moved to B&B, she teased, "I'm coming back in October, and yeah, you're going to see me do something I haven't done before. Interact with some people I haven't worked with before." Because Bridget often works with Finn, Tanner Novlin, fans have been wondering if they'd ever hook up. Jones didn't shy away from the idea, admitting she heard the same buzz. She pointed out that it all comes down to the pacing of a half-hour show, but she emphasized her faith in head writer Brad Bell's instincts, saying she trusts he knows when sparks are worth pursuing. As for whether Bridget and Finn could be more than hospital colleagues, Jones admitted it would be an obvious choice. She said, "We work so well together we could figure it out." She noted that they didn't necessarily have to be romantic. They could be friends. But because her character's love life has been non-existent, she's very open to the idea. She noted that viewers wonder what Bridget's home life outside the hospital is like. "There are a lot of little avenues that she could take," she remarked, adding, "The bottom line is, if they write it, I will be there as long as I'm available." Learn about the secret Jones has been keeping from fans. Katie tried to talk some sense into Bill about Luna's pregnancy. During the Thursday, September 25, 2025, episode of The Bold and the Beautiful, there were sparks between the former flames. Luna, Lisa Yamada, is pregnant with Will's, Crew Morrow, child. Bill, Don Diamont, wants her to get an abortion. He doesn't want his son to get involved with her, and understandably so. Katie, Heather Tom, wants him to reconsider this decision. She reminded him that the baby could be Bill's grandchild. It's possible that Will could raise this baby as Luna gets carted off to prison. They could help him. The last thing that Katie wants to do is to kill off Will's unborn child. Bill thanked Katie for talking some sense into him. He needs Katie because she brings clarity to his life. He admitted that he's been feeling lost without her lately. Does this mean our favorite couple will get back together? And P. Is Batty making a comeback? Bill said he's made a lot of bad decisions, especially regarding their marriage. He didn't stay with Katie. He allowed his ego and impulsiveness to call the shots for him. But Katie let him down. She told him that this wasn't the time to focus on repairing their broken marriage. What they need to do is focus on their son, who is telling Electra, Linnea Grace, what happened. Katie has a point. Now is not the time. They need to focus on what matters, getting Luna back in prison where she belongs. She needs to take accountability for the growing list of crimes she committed. Then, maybe, they can focus on reconciling at some point. Strangely enough, this Luna situation is drawing them closer together. Katie and Bill proved that they work better together. Luna's taunts could lead them to do the craziest thing. Bill could throw Luna down the stairs or over the balcony, while Katie covers up the crime. Then, they could claim it was a freak accident. Fans of The Bold and the Beautiful will be delighted. Know the CW has made classic episodes of the soap opera available to stream on CWTV.com and the CW app. The soap opera is a part of their platform's offering of fast channels, otherwise known as free ad-supported streaming television. B&B has been pulling viewers into the messy lives of the Forresters and Logans for 38 years. As the second youngest soap opera on CBS, there are fans who've watched the daytime drama since the beginning. But there are plenty of devoted watchers who've never seen an episode of the soap's early arcs. That's where the Fast Channel comes in. There isn't an on-demand option. But if you don't mind being dropped into the middle of bold storylines from the 80s, it's an opportunity to see how certain plots shape the characters we know and love, or loathe, today. As of P.